Welcome back to the boardroom. It's been 3 weeks since we've given you the first assignment. Sean and I look forward to hearing your results. However, before we start, it has come to my attention by one of your peers who blew a whistle that one of you tried to cheat us. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say before we start? Larry, do you have anything you'd like to say before we start?
Mr. Trump, I'm not sure what you mean.
Larry, I was told from your team that you guys ran some market research. And what I was told is that you decided that you wanted to manipulate the numbers to try to con me and Sean. Is this true?
Yes, Mr. Trump, but I was only looking out for the best interest of GPT. I didn't mean any harm.
Larry, I get the fact that there was a lot of pressure on you and your team to complete this task, but under no circumstances is it ever acceptable to manipulate market research. Had you moved forward with this launch and it went wrong, it could have completely ruined GPT and put them out of business.
Yes, Mr. Trump, but I was only looking out for the best interest of GPT. I didn't mean any harm.
Larry, you're fired. Go on.
I personally disagree with Mr. Trump. Sean was going to go with option one regardless of whatever the market research data said. I was only trying to make the decision easier for him.
So now that we got that out of our way, I'm very anxious to hear what you guys have to say.
As a group, we highly recommend that we go with option one on the PDA without the extended removable battery. We looked at the documentation provided by the engineers and felt that GPT would receive larger profits and stay with the current model and not move forward with the extended battery. That's what we thought. So.
But Eden, according to our market research, it shows that our consumers would prefer a longer battery life. So how can I go against what our consumers would want? I feel like you're just wasting my time here.
Well, I took it upon myself to do some further market research. I conducted a small focus group with consumers who ranked battery life as something that was most important to them. After showing them both prototypes, we learned that although they do prefer a longer battery life, they're not willing to sacrifice a smaller and lighter phone. Here's a direct quote from one of the customers from the focus group. "I like the idea of having a phone that will get me through the day, but where am I supposed to put this thing? This battery is huge." In our opinion, launching the PDA with the extended battery would make consumers unhappy, and it could be catastrophic to GPT.
Well, Luis, I do like your initiative. I think this would be something we would actually be able to work with here at GPT.
Catherine, Eden, although you two helped tremendously on this project, none of you took initiative like Luis over here. Because of that, you're both fired. Get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Now get out of here. Luis, I love the way that you stood up to Larry when he tried to manipulate the data. Your ability to think outside of the box and act with integrity is exactly what we're looking for at Trump Enterprise. With that being said, Luis, how would you like to run one of my businesses? You're hired.